18 million blind people in India. There is something. Today, not very many people are aware that there is a product that can change their life. Many people came to know about it. Because it was a big personality distributing in a big function. Many people came and asked us, and we are not looking back now. But again, it was a dream come true kind of a thing. And so there are so many things, like behind every visually impaired person, there is a story. This is the best purpose-built assistive device for the visually impaired.
For people without disabilities, technology makes things easier. For people with disabilities, technology makes things possible. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Center of Sustainability podcast series on Sustainability Episode 2, the platform for insightful conversation on leadership, strategy, and social innovation. So, let's begin. I, Balaji, and my friend Manasuni Rath, PGDM students of Ramu Institute of Management, feel privileged to host this podcast with Mr. Ramu Muthangi, the co-founder and the CEO of Smart Health Global Technologies. So graduated from IIT Kanpur way back, played an important role in the product development team of prestigious organizations like Honeywell, Aerospace and Polycab.
Thank you very much for taking the time to come over. And also, thanks for giving me the opportunity. And I'm glad to be here.
So both of your innovative products, which are Aura and Smart Vision Ultra, are truly path-breaking. So we are eager to learn more about these two glasses. Like, what motivated you become the social innovator and start Smart Health Global Technologies?
Yeah, I'll see, for everything, there is a necessity. Necessity is the mother of invention, we call. And then it all started for a reason. Okay, these glasses are this is for the people with no vision. It started when my sister, my elder sister, she lost her vision due to diabetic retinopathy. Diabetes is a very prevalent thing, especially in India, where unfortunately we are the capital of diabetes. There are 18 million people, blind people in India. Okay, and unfortunately is the largest. It accounts for 44% of the total blind population in the world. Okay, it started me thinking there are so many technologies available, like artificial intelligence, machine learning, machine vision. All these things are available, and there are certain people who are working in this area. And why not we do it here in India and then make it available to this people? Finally, we put together all the pieces of hardware together and then started writing applications, and the result is the smart vision glasses.
So that's really wonderful. I just want to know, what are the technologies like AI integration which you have done in this product? Like, I read that LiDAR function are there. Can you just give me more insights on that?
Sure. What it has, first thing is we have set certain requirements.
Yeah.
What is required for the visually impaired? What is required? Number one, mobility. They need to be independently walking either indoors or outdoors. That's number one. They should be able to read any material for them to come up in life. Any material they should be able to read. Okay, that is one thing. And then they should be able to understand the surroundings. So these are the few things that we set aside as our goals. So this has got a camera.
Yeah.
It has got a high resolution camera at the center. And what it does is it captures the pictures. And then that picture is taken, the AI and ML. It analyzes and tells the user in the real what is it about. Okay. Today we are sitting in a setting like this, and then when I see it, and then if I ask, I can even talk to this thing. tell me, describe my surroundings. It tells me there are two well-dressed persons. One is a male, another is a lady, and then in a nice setting and talking to you. Okay, so it describes. It talks about the surrounding items, and then it also starts describing the entire stuff. There's a well lit environment, and with the plants around, all those things it does. Okay. The second thing is it can read any material in any language. This supports all the Indian languages like Hindi, Marathi, Malayalam, Telugu, Punjabi, all Indian languages it supports. So they can read any kind of material in the sense a newspaper or a novel or a paperback, anything they can read. Okay. And then if they want, they can also put it in a translation mode.
Right.
Like I'm reading an English paper, and then it can translate to me in my own language. It can translate to me in Hindi. Okay. And then it can read signboards. It can read bus numbers. All these things, so that the visually impaired do not have to ask someone. They can be completely independent of all these things. Okay. And then why we put this LiDAR is for mobility cycles, talking about they can happily walk around indoors and outdoors. But what happens when you're walking, there are lots of obstacles. What this LiDAR does is it sends multiple NIR near infrared pulses and then gets an echo if there is an obstacle. And then we calculate the time of flight and then say how far is the obstacle. So there are two things that we tell. Yes, there is a door 5 steps away, or there is a wall 10 steps away, or there is a chair. So the camera detects what's the obstacle, and the LiDAR tells how far it is. And then we also have algorithms that detect the edge of the thing, so that they can. If it says there is a chair in front of you, move right. If there is a path, there is a clear path next to them, it says walk around this, so that they can safely navigate. In outdoor, it can detect a pothole, or it can detect trees or road barriers and tells them there is a road barrier, move right, move left, there is a footpath, all these things, or there is a pedestrian crossing. And then it also looks for, if there is a pedestrian crossing, it looks for whether it's safe to cross. It looks for the green light or red light, and it tells them, yes, it's turned green, walk now. So these are all the things it does. And in addition to that, it also does currency detection. It does a facial recognition. Now I'm talking to you, and then it told me that there is a person in a dark suit, and then would you like to remember his name? Then I can say yes. Then it asks me, would you say his name? I say Ms. Balaji. So next time when it remembers that in the face, your name and the face, next time when you come in front of me, it says Balaji.
Oh.
So the visually impaired can store up to 150 names of their loved ones or their friends and all those things.
Sir, could you please share the experience of users and how these classes transformed their lives?
Yeah. No, these classes, normally we try to give it to the children or the people in the schools. Okay. Today, for them, the world is completely dark. They do not know anything. Okay. And even in the schools, there are not many schools that have great books. Okay, and then today the typical scenario is in our schools, what happens is the teacher is telling them, but they have to, the teacher tells them, and then what they hear is what they hear, right? Okay, but this particular classes all like a virtual assistant with you 24 hours, describing about the things around them. And so what happens is, like, I go to many schools where we distributed this thing. I ask them, the first thing is when they hear that something is telling them, you see the smile on their face. That is an unforgettable experience when you see a blind child smiling. Okay, and then we see that, and and then the feeling that you get is you're brightening that somebody's life. Okay, and so that is the feeling that you get when you see the device, but the users when they, and also we collect a lot of what do you call the feedback. We ask them, how is it helpful? One person, we have a person tells me, sir, I got it about 6 months back. Afterwards, I gave my BCom exams, and then I got distinction. Okay, all because of this class. Okay, and then there is a person with. I asked him, which feature do you like best? He says, sir, emergency mode. I said, how did it help you, emergency mode? So he told me that the other day I was coming to my school and I lost my way. Then I invoked my emergency mode, and then I was able to contact my brother, and then he was able to navigate me to my school, and then I was on time for my exam. So like this, there are many experiences, and then we get a lot of people coming to us. I want to have these classes. One boy, 18 years old boy, the cricket ball hit him on the visual cortex at the back of his head, and he lost his vision. And he got these classes, and he was able to use them. So there are so many things, like behind every visually impaired person, there is a story. There are no words to describe these experiences when you actually work with this.
Sir, your achievements are truly remarkable. Having received prestigious recognitions such as Arohan Social Innovation Award from the Infosys Foundation in 2023 and the Jury Choice Award for Best Assistive Technology in 2024, what these awards mean to you personally and professionally?
Yeah, Arohan Award was what should I say, it's given by Mr. Sudhapur. You all know this. Yes, it was quite an emotional experience standing next to a person like Mr. Sudhapur and receiving that award. And it was not a small award, it was a big amount. It was 50 lakhs award we won. And it gave us a shot in the arm, and it was a sudden, what do you call, a surge of energy that got into us, and then we started working with much more enthusiasm, and then we brought out many more models because we got it when it was at the second generation. Today we do have I should probably say this is the best purpose-built assistive device for the visually impaired.
Sir, even Honorable Home Minister Shri Amit Shah distributed the smart vision glasses to visually impaired individuals on Hindi Divas 2025 in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. So, how did you feel about this movement?
Yeah. It was actually number one. It was a surprise to us. We didn't know that it was going to be distributed by Honorable Minister Amit Shah. Okay, and it was who would have dreamt that a person like Amit Shah would notice our classes and distribute to people. It's such a big gathering. And what happened? I didn't know. Somebody told us, "Have you looked at this thing? Was it your glasses?" So we went and checked, and it was our glasses. And it so happened that the organizers arranged these classes to be given during that visit, and he specifically told, I choose these classes because this particular classes can read in any language and translate into Hindi if you choose that option. So that's why I gave permission for those people to be distributed in this thing. But again, it was a dream come true kind of a thing. I never dreamt it, of course. It was just a surprise, and I do not have any words to say what kind of a surprise was it. Many people came to know about it, because it was a big personality distributing a big function. Many people came and asked us, and we are not looking back now.
Yes.
So wonderful, sir. And even super specialty hospitals such as Narayan Nethralaya has partnered with you. Could you tell us more about this partnership and also the other partnership and the impact it has created?
Yeah. No, it is very important for these glasses are for these are assistive glasses for visually impaired. Okay. So it is very important that glasses, or for example, any device. Today, medical devices have to be approved. Like either if it is in the US, it's an FDA Food Drug Administration, or in India, it has to be approved by the council. DGCA is there. For here, what we did was, since it is an assistive device, so we went to Nethralaya. And then when they looked at these glasses, actually this for other classes, like the aura for these glasses. And so when we showed them, and then we talked to them, and they said, okay, can you validate? Because they get the patients. They get the patients with different areas. And how does it fit? Because we are engineers. We can only imagine things and put the things together. We can only read books, what is an impairment, and how we can go about it. So when we went to them and then told them, so look, we have theoretical knowledge, but can you do a clinical trials of this? There was a lady, one Dr. Pooja. Dr. Pooja, she's like that childlike enthusiasm. And she took it and then started testing on her patients. And then, there were other doctors, Dr. Anand Vinekar and Dr. Naren Shetty, and even the CEO, Captain Mittal, they all supported us. And then they carried out a detailed, the clinical trials on many patients. They kept giving us the feedback. Because for us to get that kind of a study, and then giving us the results, and then we corrected these things, and then today it is, if a patient with a low vision can use it happily and then successfully, it's because of those guys who did the real work.
Yes. Sir, as we conclude, what is a message you want to give to our viewers and especially to us as a management student? And also, what role do you think we can contribute towards spreading awareness and adoption of assistive technology so that it benefits to our society?
Yeah. Okay. Good. No, you are at the right place. Because your management, you're going to be the management managers, and then also one of the fields I heard that you want to pursue marketing. Okay. As engineers, we cannot really do that job unless a product, an awareness is created it cannot be adopted because awareness is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And my take is you are the only one who can take it to the masses and tell them, hey, here is a product made in India and available to you. And these people had a vision. Like today, the vision we had was vision for all at an affordable cost. That's what we said. Either it's a no vision or a no vision. Vision for all at an affordable cost. This message that you can propagate. So my request, my humble request, and also my message to you is make people aware that there is something. Today, not very many people are aware that there is a product that can change the life. It's not there. So I want you to do that.
Sure. We will.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of our podcast team of students and our mentor, Dr. Meghna Varma, who heads the Center of Sustainability at Ramya Institute of Management, expresses our sincere gratitude for sharing your thoughts, giving us insight on these transformative and innovative products, Aura Glasses and Smart Vision Glasses Ultra.
We hope today's conversation has added value and provided us with new insights. We at the Center of Sustainability, Ramaya Institute of Management, remain committed to delivering more insightful discussion that advances responsible innovation. Until next episode, thank you.